What's going on, guys? This is the Mobile Gamer here with another video. Today I'm just going over my game room with you guys, showing you what I got, showing you what my setup looks like, and possibly making a return. Don't know yet. Have a lot of stuff going on in life. So we're going to start on this corner of the game room. I know that wall is empty over there, so I got a poster that I'm going to be putting up. There is a Bleach poster down there, and Ichigo Zanpakuto will go right over it. But right over here is my workbench. I'm right now working on restoring this new 3DS XL. I'm waiting on a screen to come in from AliExpress. It should be here next week, so I can get that finished up. And then I have a regular 3DS that I'll be working on. This little kit came from Walmart. It's actually really nice. I really like this little precision tool kit. That's the old style electronics kit. That's the new one. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the plastic pry tools and the little suction cup, but it's got every bit you can need, and it even has a game bit. Cat. Yes, I am rocking a printer. Yes, I use it. Unfortunately, being an adult, some things you do need to print out and have a wet signature on. Hence, the printer. And down there is a games PS3 portable monitor setup. But it doesn't just work for the PS3, it works with PS3, PS4, anything basically with an HDMI cord that you can plug into it, it'll work for. I've traveled with my PS4 before in there, and yeah, it works great for it. That's my old Ally bag. This is my new Ally bag from JSOX. It's awesome, highly recommend it. Over here, it's just a bookshelf with a bunch of crap on it. Got some boxes for some of my retro consoles in there, some other stuff, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Naruto, some Legos, Lord of the Rings. If anyone can tell me what those are, where you get them from, and how old they are, you get bonus points. And here is the retro setup. Normally the wires aren't like that, but I had to set it up just so I could show you guys. So right there's the PS3. It's modded. I have a 1 terabyte SSD in there. Unfortunately, PS3 can only handle up to 1 terabyte. Anything larger than that, and then you have an issue with the file systems from what I read. But then I also have my PS2 with free McBoot and OPL. As soon as this wants to load. That's my PS Vita. I'm going to change that so I don't get DMCA'd. It's hooked up to a Raspberry Pi dock with VitaDock Plus software installed on it. And then, you see my PSP down there? That's a PSP 3000 model. Connected with AV cables, or component cables, I'm sorry. And boom. Right there on the screen. Yes, it works. Now, I have other component cables coming for my PSP Go, which my PSPs are my PS1 emulation machines. Unfortunately, I don't have a PS1, so I play my PS1 games on the PSPs and the PS Vita, but yeah, I like playing my PSPs. And then in one of the other inputs on the TV, I have my Super NES Classic, my NES Classic, and my Atari, I don't know what you call it. It's an Atari emulation machine. But yeah, I got that in there. This is the Atari. That's the Super Nintendo. And the NES. I don't normally play those because I have emulators on my Vita and my PC. So it really never leaves this channel here. Baron Backwall, I haven't figured out what I want to do there yet. Deadpool is my favorite Marvel character. He's the best, hands down. I will fight you. Full Metal Alchemist, that is my #1 anime. Love Full Metal Alchemist. It's what got me started watching anime. And this is my desk setup. It is an ROG Ally X with a Asus Falchion NX with the red switches, the ROG Chakram X, my little Deadpool controller stand with the Xbox controller. This is a Samsung Odyssey G5 34-inch curved display. Can you tell me what those are? Tell me down in the comments below. This is my Galaxy Tab 11 Ultra that I'm using as a third monitor, technically second monitor, via USB. There's a way to do it. You just have to download the Samsung Second Screen app, download drivers, and enable it in the lab setting on the PC. Then you can plug in via USB, and there is 0 latency. And driving this big ass monitor is an RTX 4060 with a Corsair RM750E. I wanted this power supply specifically because it's modular, and I was only going to have one cable come out of it to power the GPU. And that is an eGPU dock. It's a generic eGPU dock off of Amazon. I spent $150 on it. Sony Pulse 3 headphones. What's cool about having the tablet as a monitor is I can switch the audio output to the tablet and listen through my Galaxy earbuds if I wanted to, which is what I normally do. Unless I'm playing a heavy multiplayer game, then I'll switch to the Pulse 3D because the microphone on that is better than the microphone in this. I've got my Bleach Pops up there. Bleach is my second favorite anime. There's Rengoku. He's my favorite character from Demon Slayer. I've got my Gundams. I'm in the process, if you didn't see on the workbench, building the Unicorn Gundam. He's half built in that box. I just keep him in the box to protect him from that menace. Then I am a Bears fan. I am from Chicago, so I got my Bears helmet up there. I know it's out of place, but it's my game room. Then here is where I have all my handhelds. The PSP 3000 normally sits above the PSP Go. The PS Vita will sit below it. It's my 3DS. It is fully modded. That is fully modded. Everything on that shelf is fully modded. I did not mod the 2DS. That is a reshelled Game Boy Advance SP. Did not mod the DS Lite or the Game Boy Color. And then this, it's in a case, but this is the Pokemon Edition Switch Lite. I did get one of these Absolute controllers. The reviews on that controller are mixed. I haven't seen an issue with it. I haven't had an issue with it. So for my use case, you just have your phone clipped to it and you're playing with it. If you're doing weird movements on it, yeah, of course it's going to fall down. The magnets only do so much. But if you're just playing like you're supposed to with it, the controller's fine. It's a little cramped, but it's meant for quick sessions. And then I've got my Magic cards there. Each one of those has the accessories and bags for all my handheld consoles. That is a 3D printed play-worked case for the ROG Ally. I mainly use that for my truck. So I'll pop the Ally in there. I have a OBD2 port to USB cable that I plug into my truck, and I diagnose everything with the truck. Check engine light comes on. I have 4Scan on the Ally, plug it straight into the truck with that thing, and I've been able to fix so many problems with it. And then the PS4 is plugged into this monitor. I will eventually get speakers, but as it stands right now, I'm perfectly happy with the headphones plugged into the PS4 and the audio that comes from the Ally and my tablet. So I've got no real audio issues, but eventually get speakers. This is what the cable management under the desk looks like. Not very much. It's all contained in that cable box. All the cables for this, except for the HDMI cords, are contained in that cable box. I'm trying to find a solution to hide the HDMI cords, but I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. These are not all the games I own. I had a rush move out 15 years ago from my parents' house where I left most of my game cases for my PSP, my PS4. Lost all my PS3 games, but I have all my PSP games back here in my PSP case. Got all of them right here, and that's full. But yeah, this is my game room. I will eventually get back to the Dead Space playthrough. Like I said, I've been having I got lifed. You know, I got lifed. A lot of shit has happened. A lot of good things and a hell of a lot of bad things. One of the good things that happened is I did buy a house, which is why I can have this game room now. This awesome game room. For me, it's basically perfect. I need to put something on that wall. Need to put my Bleach poster up. Probably get a carpet and a beanbag for sitting in front of the TV because I don't feel like moving my game chair all over the place. It's a nice game chair though. Yes, it is a Walmart GTR racing game chair. It's still very comfortable for me. But yeah, that's it. If you have any suggestions on what I can do better, I guess, in the game room that I think will fit with my aesthetic, or that you think will fit with my aesthetic, let me know. Oh, I forgot to show you the Bitty Bops. All Deadpool Bitty Bops. I'm missing one collection with the Dino Pool. Let me know if you guys see it. Alright, that's it. Thank you all for watching. If you watch it, give me a like, I guess. I don't care if you subscribe, I'm a very infrequent poster. But if this gave you ideas for your game room, let me know. It's the end of the video. Those are the glass goblets from Burger King. Circa early 2000s, maybe even early 90s. Late 90s, maybe late 90s. I don't quite remember. I've had these since I was a kid. I got the whole collection of Lord of the Rings glass goblets from Burger King. I do take them out of the box and make sure the batteries still work from every now and again. They're still all sealed, but I'm able to turn the bases on because for some reason they didn't think to put battery protectors in there, just so they don't corrode. Burger King goblets. I think I paid like $5 a pop for them at Burger King. It was either $5 or $10 per goblet. I think they're worth $30 a goblet now. And then these. That's a Zune from 2007 and a Zune HD from 2010. Yes, they both work. Unfortunately, the batteries are dead, so I can't show you. Maybe. I think this one still might have some juice in it. This one still has some juice in it. How about you? You still got some juice? It does not have juice, but that's the battery dead Charge Me Now. But this one surprisingly still has juice in it. But yeah, that's my setup. Oh, Titanfall keychains. that's my setup. That's my game room. I think it's awesome. I love it. This is my sanctuary. I come home from work and I pop into here. But that's all for me. Peace out, guys.